Happy holidays, guys, from the Chef 2K. Right now, we're gonna put together a couple appetizers that are staple around my house during Christmas time. We're always entertaining, we're always having guests over, and these two are always a hit. Welcome back to the Chef 2K's kitchen. We are once again in the holiday season, and that's a big deal around my household. So we don't pull out any stops when it comes to Christmas. And these two appetizers I'm about to make for you guys today are a staple around my house in the holiday season, and they're always pleasers. All right, today we're gonna make deviled eggs. We're gonna make these home style, just normal, but what we're gonna put on top of them is what's gonna separate them to your guests. We've got some beautiful candied salmon. I made this, we caught some salmon a few months back. I got a freezer full of it. So I candied this one myself, but you can get that in the grocery store for sure. So we're gonna do the deviled eggs with the crispy pancetta bacon and the candied salmon on top. Then we're gonna do a signature around my household, the Bocconcini Skewers. We're gonna do a Bocconcini salad on a skewer with a little bit of smoked salmon on the end. Top that with some olive oil, balsamic. It's a hit, I promise. And the colors fit right in with your Christmas theme. Okay, we're gonna get these cherry tomatoes in the sink. We're gonna wash those down, and we're gonna get that pancetta bacon into our skillet. Let's do it. All right, guys, number one rule, when you're cooking with cast iron, we preheat our cast iron pan. Low heat. Now we're gonna let this cook down for a while, guys. We want this crispy. We want that texture. So it's crispy on the outside, soft in the middle. They're gonna be small chunks. It's perfect on this dish. All right, we got our bacon on. That's crisping up. In the meantime, we're gonna cut our eggs in half, and we're gonna get the middle out. We're gonna start making that deviled egg concoction. That's it. We just get all that yolk in here. If you have a few that break, that's fine. You want a little bit of extra yolk in there. The whites are tasty. You can just eat those. Okay, we got all our egg yolks in there. Let's just take those, set them on our nice Frosty the Snowman platter right here. And then we're gonna get those ready to fill. All right, here we go. Bacon's done. And see how crispy it is. That's exactly what we're looking for, guys. We want that texture, that crunch. We're gonna separate it from the fat, put it in some paper towel, and set it aside. Pancetta goes so nicely with a deviled egg, crisped up like this. And that homemade candied salmon is just gonna give it that extra special kiss. We're gonna start making our deviled eggs. So we're gonna do some green onion, nice small chop. Okay, here we go. We've got our green onions in there. Now we're gonna do 2 tablespoons whole mayonnaise. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. Now we're gonna take that beautiful Dijon mustard. I'd say about a tablespoon. Tiny little bit of yellow mustard. I'd say a teaspoon. Now we're gonna hit it with a pinch of salt. Say teaspoon, about a half a teaspoon. Fresh ground pepper. Give that a nice teaspoon. That's it, we're ready to go. We're gonna mix this up on the Hobart, and then we're gonna put it into a piping bag, and we're gonna pipe it into there, and then we're gonna start garnishing. Okay, here we go. Mixer down, lock it. Always lock your mixing bowl. And then we'll hit it at about 3, 4. We're just gonna let that mash together. We're gonna let that turn into a nice paste. Okay, we're almost there. We're gonna spat the sides, give it a little bit more mixing, but I'm gonna add one more special ingredient. 1 second. All right, we've got this pancetta grease from that crispy pancetta. We're just gonna take that, about a teaspoon, maybe a little more of that. We're gonna add that in. It's gonna help bond it. It's gonna be beautiful, add a little richness. Okay, we've got this done. Take that off. Give it a few smacks against the bowl. That always works. I always like my deviled eggs to have a little bit of tartness to them. It'll smoothen out with that bacon and that candied salmon. Okay, we got our piping bag here. I'm not really gonna use a tip. I'm gonna fill the bag, cut the bottom off, and I'm just gonna fill them because they're going to be covered with our garnish anyway. But you can use anything. You use different piping tips and make different designs in there. Very versatile. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna finish these off. We're gonna take that candied salmon, get a nice piece of it, take a nice little fin like that. And we take that beautiful crispy pancetta, pile it onto the backside. Telling you guys, you want it crispy. That's part of the dish. That's part of the texture profile. Nice and crispy. There we go. All right, on to our second little appetizer here. We're gonna do the Bocconcini and Smoked Salmon Skewers. Let's get it. Beautiful in color. I always start with a tomato. Then we get that Bocconcini right there. Grab yourself a nice piece of basil. Bam, right next to that cheese. And then we'll just take a nice little bit of this smoked salmon right onto the end, like a little flower. Okay, and then we just lay them down. We're gonna do this a bunch of times. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is not one that I do very often. This one right here is all my wife Lizzie. She puts this one out every time. I think I even stole this idea from her. Thanks, baby. Merry Christmas. Okay, we got our last one here. We're gonna lay that down. We got a beautiful platter of these. I'm gonna clean up my station here. We're gonna put the food down. We're gonna do the final garnish on the bocconcini tomato salad, and then we're gonna get into my favorite part of every episode, tasting. All right, guys, we have arrived. It is time to taste what we've made today. Let's just get a quick little last minute garnish on the tomato bocconcinis. I'm gonna take a really, really nice olive oil. This is one of the world's top 3 olive oils right here. And we are just going to go over it. Boom. Now we've got a beautiful balsamic glaze, nice and thick. It's a nice glaze. You want a glaze for this, that way it's gonna hold on to the tomatoes, the cheese, all that stuff, and not just run off onto the bottom of the platter. All right, ho, 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 here we go. We're ready to taste our dish. We got everything from color to texture. Flavors are all there. This is cold, it's crisp. Perfect for your buffet line. Now over to these bad boys. We've got everything right here. We got that crispy bacon. We got the eggs. We got the fish, the candied salmon. I'm telling you guys, this dish right here is a knockout, and it helps get a little substance into the belly of your guests so they can absorb a few more cocktails. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start right here. Take a look at that bad boy. I'm going all in, one bite. I'm telling you guys right now, this one is such a hit. I know you've probably seen people do this, but that smoked salmon, that makes this worthy of your appetizer platter at Christmas Eve. Okay, my favorite. Absolutely love deviled eggs. They're creamy, they're satisfying. That crispy bacon on top brings a whole new world to it. I'm telling you guys this. Crisp up pancetta, put it on your deviled egg. You're gonna love it. Here we go, one biter. That's it. That's amazing. I'm telling you, that crispy bacon just adds that extra texture that you're missing from your deviled eggs. I promise you this. The candied salmon accompanies that bacon, that creamy eggs so nicely. I'm telling you, this is a bang up dish. Let's hit another one. The shark fin. Do, 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 do. Look at that Jaws bad boy right there. All right, guys, I'm telling you right now, get this on your buffet this Christmas Eve dinner. Your guests will love it. This one right here is a knockout. It's like breakfast, dinner. It's got that sophistication with that beautiful candied salmon on top of it. All right, guys, we've come to the end of the episode. I want to wish all of you happy holidays, a happy new year, and I hope that you guys have an amazing Christmas dinner. Try to get this one right here and this one right here on that Christmas Eve buffet. I promise they will be a hit. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the bell notification, so that you don't miss out on any of our delicious updates. Again, happy holidays, guys. Merry Christmas.